Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, the high performance mentor, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Yo, they keep asking me, like, why do you talk so much about being a father when you don't even have kids yet? Like, I've been asked that multiple times, especially recently in the recent months where I've been like so focused, so like, and like just locked in on bringing this into existence in my life, right? That they ask me that. Why do you keep talking about being a father so much when you don't even have kids yourself, right? And I tell them, I talk about so much about being a father, even though I don't have kids yet, is because I'm speaking this shit into existence. You see, when I say that I'm gonna be a father, I'm not wishing that shit. I'm literally aligning that into my soul, into my being, into my purpose, into who the fuck I know I am meant to be. And here's some news that actually very few people actually know about our personal life. I'm gonna share this, right? My wife don't like to talk about it. I haven't really shared it publicly up until now. And I'm gonna do it because I always like to be transparent. I like to be candid. I like to share my experiences so that you, my brother, can also feel, and maybe you're going through the same shit. And a lot of us don't talk about these things, right? But I know that being so spiritually connected and having the faith and going through this has literally helped my marriage become stronger, helped our bond become better, and helped our belief in Jesus and the Lord so much more than we used to be. You see, my wife and I have been through 4 miscarriages, right? And so when people say, "Oh, how come you talk so much about being a father if you don't even have kids yet?" Yeah, it's because we've been trying, right? It hasn't worked out yet. We've had 4 fucking miscarriages, right? Each one literally shattered us in ways, bro, that words can't even explain. The first one was probably the hardest because we were all excited. It fucking went on. Then we started sharing it with everybody, bro. With everybody. My mom got all excited. Everyone got excited. The whole family knew. My wife was all happy. And then bam, shit fucking happened. Number 2, number 3, and number 4, we learned our lesson. We did not share that publicly. We kept it inside, but it doesn't mean that it didn't hurt. It doesn't mean that it didn't affect us. It doesn't mean that it didn't put us down. But bro, every loss, every one, we never lost faith. We never lost hope. Still to this day. We've literally learned that when life breaks your heart, you have 2 choices, my brother. You can either close off, right? Or you can keep your heart open so that God can heal it. And we choose to keep it open. We choose to live wide open. We choose to let those moments, those 4 miscarriages that we've gone through, to bring us closer together, right? And so this episode is about what it means to believe before you actually see. What it means to trust God when it hurts, because it does hurt. So what it means to prepare yourself to receive what's already yours, bro. Because I know that it's going to happen. I know that it's going to happen. I know that God has been putting these hurdles, these lessons, these roadblocks so that we could become better. Because if I look back from when we first started trying, from miscarriage number 1 to miscarriage number 2 to miscarriage number 3 to miscarriage number 4, and then yet now in real time where we continue trying, like, yo, we have literally leveled up in ways that back then we didn't know we still could. And we're still leveling up. We still have so much. We're still, like, I'm such a better man right now than I used to be. She's such a better woman right now than she used to be. And right now we're both better in our relationship than we used to be. Those hardships have brought us closer together. Not only us closer together, but has solidified our faith. And so I'm making this episode to share with you that we all go through struggles. We all go through hardships. We all go through things that break our heart. But are you going to let it break you or you're going to let it make you. You see, faith isn't denial, my brother. Having faith, it's literally your declaration that you know that is meant to happen. That you gotta have that belief. You gotta have that faith. You gotta have that knowing inside of you with a certainty that it's meant to happen. See, faith doesn't mean ignoring the pain. It's been painful going through that shit, especially for my wife. And it's been painful for me seeing my wife going through pain, knowing that I can't fucking fix it. But it means that we're declaring the promise that we want through the pain. We're learning through the hardships. We're becoming better despite of the miscarriages. And so when people ask why they talk about so much about being a good father, about becoming a father, about becoming a man who can lead his family, about becoming the man who's idolized by his kids, who sets the fucking example, who raises the bar of how his family operates, is because I've already built that motherfucker inside of me. I'm literally building the identity into the spirituality that I have before it manifests into the physical world. Like, be who you want to become right now. Start living it. Literally. And so I could say, oh, I'm going to wait until I have kids to get my life together. I'm going to wait till I have kids to stop drinking. I'm going to wait till I have kids to get in shape. I'm going to wait to have kids to get my marriage going. No! We've been literally on the level up on all those areas. Mind, body, spirituality, our relationship, our career, and even our passions. Like, because all those other areas are thriving, bro, I ride less now and I still improve and I still level up when I go ride because I'm on fucking fire. You see that shit, having that type of faith, it's not delusional, my brother. It's divine preparation. Think about it like this. Like think about it like when you're building your projects or when you're working on your goals, right? Like you don't wait to I fucking lost my train of thought right there. Like when you're building a project, right? When you're building a house, when you're building a structure, right? You don't wait till the house is done or till the building is done to believe that this can happen. No, bro. You literally believe it first. You envision it. You see what's going on, right? You create the plan. Someone creates those plans that you go build off of, right? And then you go build it. You visualize the blueprint before you ever pour that first yard of concrete, right? That right there, that's what faith is all about. About seeing what's coming even when it's not even there yet. And that's what we're talking about today. The fact that we've gone through 4 miscarriages, yeah, it's fucking hard. It's fucking heartbreaking. But just because we've gone through that doesn't mean that we're throwing in the towel. It doesn't mean that we're stopping. It doesn't mean that we're not getting better. On the contrary, because of that, our bond has grown stronger. Because of that, we continue to level up. Because of that, we continue to get better. Because of that, we continue to get healthier. You see, stop waiting to see proof before you actually start believing. Start creating that shit right now. Start believing that it could happen. And I know that God has this in his plan for us. Start believing so fucking hard that the proof has no choice but to start fucking showing up in your life. You see, pain is a process, dog. When you go through pain, it's a process. It's not punishment. 4 miscarriages, that shit, it could be pain. It was pain, but it has been a process. I look at back and I was like, yo, if I would have, the first one would have came to reality, like maybe I wouldn't have stopped drinking, right? And now I'm like 600 plus days sobriety. Like the man that I am right now compared to the man that I was back then, I was like, yo, I can't wait to see what I fucking continue to level up on, right? Each miscarriage that we've had, each as painful as it has been, it has literally helped us become better. It has helped us become stronger. Like we could have let our hearts get hard. We could have blocked everything out. We could have shut down, right? But instead we did the opposite. We let it soften us. We let us bring us together. We let us become stronger in our spirituality. Right? And it's made us more compassionate. It's made us more united. It has made us more grateful. It's literally helped our relationship grow to another level. You see, the waiting, the heartbreak, the nights that you don't understand why this is all happening to me. That right there, my brother, that is where your character is built. That is where you're forging the fucking warrior inside of you. You see, without faith, the struggle that you will go through will break you, dog. You gotta have the faith. You gotta have the vision. You gotta believe that you're meant for more and that hardship, it's there to make you better. You see, real faith is forged in the fire of disappointment, right? We could have literally let those 4 miscarriages put us down, and they were. Like in those moments, it fucking was challenging. It was fucking heartbreaking. It was fucking tough. Like I said, seeing my wife go through that and me not being able to fix it, like not being able to do anything to fucking cheer her up, to change the thing, to fix the situation, like that shit was fucking killer for me. But it's forged our relationship and our bond, and it's solidified the relationship that we have with God. Like, think about it like this. When your bike or your race car backfires, right? It's not broken. When it backfires, because it needs recalibrating, right? Either the timing's off, the fuel is off, the air is off, right? You don't just fucking throw that shit away because it's backfiring. No, you tune it up. You fix the fuel, or you fix the timing, or you fix the air fuel, right? And you get it running right. Well, the same thing is with life, my brother. When your life misfires, it's not God saying no. It's Him saying, not yet. It's Him preparing you. It's Him telling you, yo, you got so much more in you. Yo, you got to level up. Yo, I want you to prove to me that you can become better. Because if you can handle those situations like that, think about what else you're going to be able to handle in your life when shit gets tough, when shit gets more tough. You see, the pain isn't here to destroy you, my brother. The pain is here to develop you. And if you can switch your perspective around that, you'll become the leader that your family looks up to. You see, that energy sets the frequency for your future. So you can either break you, or you can either make you. You can either put you all down and emotionally like, oh, I can't believe this is fucking happening to me. Why me? Why me? Or you can say, thank you, God. I know you have a reason for this. I don't see it right now. I don't understand it right now, but I know that this is happening for me. Totally different perspective. This is happening to me, or this is happening for me. And that's how we chose to look at it. You see, when you do that, when you like put yourself in that mindset, in that energy, in that frequency, in that perspective, you literally start attracting what you're aligned with. Right? And that's right? That right there is why I talk about being a father so much. That right there is why I'm working on myself so hard, so that I can already become the man who can bring that into his life. I'm literally putting my family in the right frequency. I'm creating the environment where faith, I'm creating the environment where gratitude, I'm creating the environment where the preparation already exists, my brother. Because when that blessing comes, and I know it will, I want it to land on solid ground. I want it to not be shaky. I want it to be that foundation, be fucking solid. Not only in my belief, but in my character, in my integrity, and who the fuck I am. For me, for my wife, and for my kids. And so, if you want to become a better husband, like, don't wait for things to be perfect. On the contrary, if things are rough, that is your opportunity to fucking make things better. It's already down there, so you can only improve it. Start loving your wife like the man that you're becoming, dog. If you want to become a better father, then speak life over your future kids right now. Stop saying the thing that you're going to do and start doing the thing that you want to do. Like, if you want to grow in your business, then start acting like the fucking CEO that you're destined to fucking be before the profits even hit. The key takeaway with all this shit right here, bro, is that faith isn't passive hope, bro. Faith is literally an active alignment in what you want to become. And so my question for you, dog, as we wrapped up this episode, this personal episode, this episode where I wanted to share something very personal in my life that's going on, that it's been challenging, dog, because we're getting old. Like, I'm about to hit 40, and my wife too, and she's like, yo, we keep getting older and older, and this shit doesn't happen. And I have faith, baby. Have faith. I know it's going to happen. And that has solidified our relationship. That has helped our bond. That has helped our relationship with Christ. That has helped us become better as a unit. And so my question for you today, dog, is where in your life are you letting disappointment stop your declaration? Think about it. In whatever area it means to you. Where in your life are you letting the disappointment stop your declaration of what you know it's meant for you? And my challenge for you this week is to speak life over what you're believing for, dog. Like, even if it hasn't showed up yet, I want you to say it out loud. I want you to visualize it. I want you to align yourself with it. I want you to bring that frequency and imagine yourself that it has already happened for you. Because when you speak with conviction, when you speak with certainty, the heavens will hear you with the confirmation that it will happen, dog. You see, faith isn't about having it all figured out. Quite the contrary. Having faith is believing things that you don't see yet, right? It's about trusting that God already does see the plan. It's about knowing that just because you haven't figured it out, having faith that God has already figured it out. Our story isn't finished, and neither is yours, my brother. So keep your heart open. Keep your faith wide open, because your time is coming. Yo, I'm slamming the checkered flag, claiming victory for every single wide open warrior that's out there. My brother, this is your wake-up call. Break the chains, step out of the average, and become that badass motherfucker that you were born to be. This Live Wide Open movement isn't just a podcast. This is the mission that God has stamped in my heart, and helping you rise is the purpose I live for. So lock this shit in, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And if today's message, it lit that fire in your chest, if it resonated with you, if it touched you, dog, then don't you dare keep this shit to yourself. Fuel another brother. Send this to another mortarhead. Send this to another gearhead. Send this to another warrior who's just as hungry for more as you are. Because the truth of the matter is that building a better life for your family is non-negotiable, dog. You've got people who are depending on you. You've got a legacy to create. And those excuses, they keep popping up in your mind, they'll never feed the fucking table, dog. It's time to get up. It's time to lock in. And it's time to get the fucking work, dog. This is your moment. This is your mission. This is your movement. And wide open is the fucking way. Let's go.